Now, one of the groups being impacted most by COVID-19 are frontline workers trying to make sure you have food on your table.
More than 1,000 people at 22 meat processing plants across North Carolina have now tested positive for COVID-19. Our Capitol reporter Michael Hyland is live at the state's Emergency Operations Center getting answers on those outbreaks. And Michael, some of those workers say they're scared because they're not getting clear and much needed information about what's going on.
Right, and we've been pushing for weeks to get more details about these outbreaks that are going on. And today we heard from two workers who are concerned the companies are not doing enough. Essential work is underway at the state's meat processing plants, but that can pose risks to the people keeping your family fed. Through an interpreter, a woman named Gregoria told us about why she recently left her job at the Case Farms plant in Morganton.
Because I was really fearful, I had panic.
A current employee said they initially got one mask meant to last 3 months. In an email, a spokesperson for the company said they're taking the situation very seriously and have taken steps like placing workplace barriers between people on assembly lines and daily temperature checks.
It doesn't tell anything to the workers because they don't want the workers to be fearful and stop working.
New numbers from the State Department of Health and Human Services show there are 22 outbreaks of COVID-19 at meat processing plants in North Carolina. 1,088 people have tested positive. The state isn't saying specifically at which facilities those outbreaks are happening, only saying they've happened in the highlighted counties. Advocacy groups, including the North Carolina Justice Center, are calling on the state to release more specific data.
So that people in those communities know how much they need to be taking extra steps to keep themselves safe.
I asked Dr. Mandy Cohen about it this week. She's the secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services. She didn't say explicitly if that data will come out, but said this about the plants.
And they're very critical for the infrastructure of North Carolina. We've been working on the public health side very closely with these plants because we want them to stay open.
They have the ability to do both, to provide protection and food for our country as well as protect workers.
As we hear about concerns with the meat supply, I also checked with the state's Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. They say they have not gotten any reports of any plants in North Carolina halting production, but they have heard about some reducing capacity. Live in Raleigh, Michael Hyland, CBS 17 News.